Do you want to start your debt-free journey and don't know where to start? Follow these 5 steps to starting your debt-free journey and you will become more focused, less stressed, much more happier, and very glad you did. Let's jump into the 5 steps right now. Step number 1, journaling. You should journal for 2 weeks. Every single day, you should write down everything that you buy with money or with a credit card. And you should just write it down in this journal. And I mean everything from a stick of gum to dinner. At the end of those 2 weeks, you can sit down and look at what you're spending your money on and see where it is going. In reference to step 2, you want to start an emergency fund and you want to have a goal of $1,000. And this fund is only to be used for unexpected issues that occur, like a flat tire, a water heater not working, your air conditioner breaking down on a hot day. Having this fund will take a lot of the stress and anxiety out of your life immediately. When you use it, let's say to repair a tire and it costs $100, next time you have money, you refill your emergency fund to bring it back up to $1,000. With my clients, I usually have them hit a goal of $1,000 before they move on to the second step. But the overall goal is to have at least $2,000 in your day-to-day emergency fund. So that's step number 2. Step number 3, you must have a written budget. Your budget is your roadmap. And this, if you think about it, is a contract between you and you. There's a saying that I tell all my clients, and it's from Ben Franklin. And the quote is, if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. So remember that when it comes time to writing a budget, you're not trying to shortchange yourself. You're trying to have a place for every single dollar that you have so that you have your expenses covered, your bills paid, and you're ready for the next month. If you stick with your budget, then you will see where your money goes. And that is key. A lot of people don't do that. And so when I show my clients how to draft a budget and how to adhere to a budget, it makes their lives so much easier. Your life will become less stressful because of this budget. I guarantee it. You'll be much happier knowing where every dollar goes. It's not going to be easy, but in the long run, you will be very happy that you did this. Step number 4, save over time 5 months worth of your expenses, your household expenses, in what I call a rainy day emergency fund. This emergency fund is different from your other emergency fund because this fund is set up so that if you lose your job, if you get hurt and you're out of work for a while, you will have this money set aside. You will, during this time, you won't be stressed. You won't be panicking about how to cover bills because you'll already have that money set aside in an account that covers your monthly expenses. Remember, this account does not get mingled with your emergency fund. There are 2 different accounts. They're for 2 different scenarios, and don't mix them together. If you do, to say that you have an emergency fund and a rainy day emergency fund, you're just shortchanging yourself. So make sure that you keep them separate in 2 separate accounts, and you'll be glad that you did this. Step number 5. This is really the fun part of being on a budget. It's giving back to your community. You can give as little as you want, but giving back to your community, it comes from the heart. So whether you budget $10 for a month or $100 a month, that's up to you. But giving back to either your church or the boys club, girls club, something like that, it's a way of giving back. You're teaching yourself now, when you're on a tight budget, to have a line item to give back to the community, so that when you're debt free and you're saving more money, you can give more back to your community. So it's a very crucial part of this process, and you shouldn't take it lightly. So when you're building your first budget, make sure that you have a line item in there for giving back to the community. So if you like what you've heard, please like us and follow us. And if you need help on your debt-free journey, please visit us at www.debtfreeresults.com and schedule a free 1-hour consultation. I'll be more than happy to go over your process and your budget and try to get us on track so that you can complete your debt-free journey and live like no one, because you give like no one. Have a great day. Thank you very much. And again, follow us and like us on Facebook and Instagram, and have a great day. God bless. I know you can do this.